Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm Rusty and this is part 4 of your first few hours in EveOnline. So in the last episode we made our way over to the mission agents. We looked at stargates and how to jump between them and use the jumping. A couple of different ways of that, but yeah, we're now at the mission agents, which is a great place to be because now we can start earning a bit of money and doing a few more exciting things. So first of all, I just want to say thank you very much if you've watched part 1, 2 and 3 and you've now joining me for 4. It means a lot. Again, unfortunately, I've recorded this video straight after part 3, so if you've left any comments or anything on any of the other videos, again, I've still not seen them, but trust me, as then when they come in, I will be reading them. So thank you in advance if you've left comments, and I hope you continue to do so. But anyway, let's crack on with this one. We picked up the Explorer mission agent, or the mission from the Explorer agent, and they want us to basically go out and do that. Now, as I said, the Explorer mission agent is only 5 missions for this agent, so this one doesn't take very long to do at all. So we're going to just crack on and carry on.
Now, it's time for you to venture out into the stars. Go forth and show New Eden what you are truly made of.
Brilliant, cool. Right, let's continue. Right, so we've got a bit more information here, which is brilliant because this means we're getting most of our controls back, which is what we want because, let's face it, it's a bit restricting until you do. So we've been given our chat window here. So you automatically get added into free chat windows, or into free chat groups I should say, or free chat channels. You get rookie help, which is a great channel if you want to ask questions. There's loads of people in here, and what they want to do is they just want to help new people play, so don't be afraid to ask any questions, no matter if you think it's stupid or not. The only stupid question is the question that's not asked. So yeah, make sure you use these guys, they're really good. I generally have mine closed because I don't generally need any help, but if I ever do, you can always just join it by opening up another channel window. When you start the game, you join the basic corp. So let's go up to here, and it should tell me, where is it? Where was under pilot services? Maybe not. Interesting. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Forget that then. Don't worry about it. But basically, you get stuck into an ordinary. Well, I say an ordinary corp. It's a beginner corp. So this corp, you can stay with this corp if you want to, or you can go join others if someone recruits you. It's not really important at the moment, but again, there are more players in here, and they can help you out with stuff. And then you have your local chat, which is where you want to spend most of your time, because as we start doing things, local becomes more relevant. So within high sec and low sec, it shows you how many players are in that system, so it's good information. They're not hidden, so if you can see that there's you and 2 other players in there, then if you're in low sec, you need to be able to keep an eye out for them. If you're in null sec or wormhole space, local is not populated, but we will go through that when the time arises for that. But anyway, that's our chat window. Again, we don't really need it that much at the moment, but that's just there. So we're going to go do this. We need to travel to a location, so we're going to undock from the station in our wonderful little ship. And yeah, we have some more controls. Okay, so a couple of things you're going to want to do. Let's try and get away from the station first. So I'm just going to warp off to a planet. That's not what I meant to do, but we can talk about that later. Right, so now is actually a good time to go off and actually talk about your layout. I highly recommend that you... Did we seriously travel here? Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, let's go to this one. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making a safe point within the system, just to make it a bit safer. I mean, technically you should be fine in this system. You shouldn't be under attack or any threat, but you never know. So always worth creating a safe, which I'm going to explain in a moment. I don't want to get too sidetracked from doing the missions, but this is a good chance to talk about where is it? It's personal locations. To talk about some basic UI settings. Sorry, I keep repeating myself there. So let's just warp there. Okay, so yeah, your layout. I highly recommend that you find a layout that you like and works for you, and you use it all the time. Because one thing with EveOnline is, if you know where things are, you're less likely to make mistakes when you need to use them. So I generally have mine in this kind of layout here, and then we put our locations folder. Do I actually have mine in compact mode? Probably do. Let's do that. Let's just shrink that down. Let's just get that going up a little bit more. Boom, there's that. That's done. Right, okay. So this is your overview. This is what you need. This tells you what's within range within a 14 AU range. This is what basically your eyes and ears. Now, for your overview, you can actually customize this in any way, kind of shape or form you like. What I would recommend you do is find a layout or an overview that works for you. Now, you can actually find OU templates if you were to ask in Rookie Help down here. They can provide you with some. I have one that's set up on my main character, which I've already it's already carried across for some strange reason, which is why I have this icon here, which is Hunt, and basically it's a very stripped down view of the overview, because the general view can be very overwhelming and it can have a lot of information, and it can actually hinder you the more than help you. So I have a Hunt. Basically, it's a filter that filters down to what I want them to be. If you want to use mine, I'll explain more as stuff happens on here. But if you want to use mine, if you... how can I do this? If I go to contacts, and I search for... And you search... Well, actually, yeah, if you go to contacts, and then you search for... You search for Rustie H. This is my main. If you show information on him, you go to the bio, there's a filter here. So if you click this, it will ask you if you want to import it. You click yes, and you'll have the same overview as I've got here. Now, you've seen me add a safe, which is a bookmark, which is on from your locations down here. To get to this, you literally go to, where was it? It was under personal locations. Make sure you've got this open, because this is going to be really important for staying safe within Eve. Basically, this is what I use all the time. It's what everyone uses, really, to stay safe. So get that set up there, however you want to do it. down here on the UI screen down here, there's a couple of things. So the first thing you do, what you'll find is probably these two aren't turned on. So you'll look like this. Now, first thing I do is I turn on tactical overlay, because what that allows you to do, if you zoom out, it gives you a nice grid of how many meters and stuff is. So you can actually see how far away things are. I also find it very useful for navigating in space. So you can actually pilot in space just by double clicking anywhere. If you just double click in space, your ship will start moving, and the blue line here represents the course you're going to take. This even brighter blue bit here is your actual momentum from your afterburner or from your engines, and it just shows you the direction you go in. Now you'll keep going in this direction until you change it or stop, so I'm just going to actually stop my ship here. Now what I find really useful when you're doing mainly combat sites, but you can use it however you like, but if you scroll out and you go, right, I want to go in this direction in a straight line, because that can be hard sometimes because of the camera angle. If you zoom out to this this kind of size here, you hold Q on your keyboard, you'll get this. So you can drag it out as far as you like, click once and then click twice, and that will lock in your course to be a straight line like that, you see. Now if I just cancel that and do the same thing again, so if I go, right, I want to travel here, click once, and then if you move your mouse up or down, it will actually tell your ship that you want to go up or down. So this is really helpful if you want to kite big groups of enemies. You can go, right, so like you've got loads of enemies over here, it was 20. Depending on the ship build you want, you don't really want to fly towards them. If you want to kite them, you want to be doing what I'm doing. If you want to fly towards them but not directly at them, you can just do that and your ship will go in this direction. So this is really useful to for finding out how to fly around space and where your enemies are, basically. So we're just going to stop there because we don't want to be flying around too much. So what we're going to do our first mission, and they want us to go to an anomaly training site. You're thinking, how do I get to an anomaly? Oh, I can't pronounce the word. How do I get to one of these? So over here you've got scanners. So if you click that, you'll have probe scanner. If you click that, you get this screen load up. Now this is a lot of information on here, which we'll go through in slightly more detail later, but what you really are interested in is this scanner probe here. So what you want to do is you want to separate it out from the window. So you've got it here in a free window, so you just click that little box. Then you can close this one, and then you can actually move this where you want. Now I always usually put mine down here, drag it out a little bit so you can see what kind of thing it is. Yeah, basically put it where you like, really. So this is what you will need to do that. Now there's another scanner that you'll need. So if you go to your scanners and you go over this way, you want your directional scanner, which is called D-scan. Hold on, is that the one I want? Yes. So over here again, you got your directional scanner here. Open a separate window, close this one down, and then I normally put this over here to my left somewhere. Yeah, like so. So this is your D-scan, which is what you basically need to be able to stay alive within low second and other environments. Now we'll go in more detail over this, but this is a reflection of what's available in your general area. So what you can do is you can press V, which will do a scan, but you can see there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of information, so it's like, how do I spot a ship with all this information in here? You can't. It's so hard. So the D-scan reflects what active overview you have. So if I change this to hunt and scan, it only lists what I've accepted. So all of these here are ships. You've got scanner probes, and then you've got more ships, a couple of stargates. So it's a lot shorter of a list, much easier to read. We've even got a hurricane on grid. Look at that. Just make this a bit bigger. Yeah, look at that. Wow, nice. So yeah, but we'll go in more detail over this. So our one here is we need to go to an anomaly training site. So we'll come here and we can see it's listed here. I would like to make that bigger, but for some reason I can't right now. Anyway, not important. So we've got it here. It's already scanned down. So what we do, right click, warp to 0. Now normally when you're warping to a location, you don't really want to warp to 0. You want to warp to something like 50, maybe 100, depending on what it is, just in case there's something that shouldn't be there. So, but as we know, we're in a training area, we can just warp directly there and we're not going to have a problem. So incoming transmission, you can read all this stuff if you want to, I'm not going to bother. And then we need to get some data. So if we go, there we go, look, see, I might need to just drop this down a little bit. So you need to recover the proof that you found it, which is this can here. So if you click the can and you just click the cargo, we'll fly over there, stick on your afterburner just to speed things up. What have I got over here? Okay, so I've got some rewards here. So if you want to just claim all of them, that will stick it down here. And it actually turns out I've got some extra stuff here, which I will talk to you about in the next episode. So we're heading over to the box. When we get close enough, it opens, click loot all, sticks it in your ship's cargo. Now again, I move this up a little bit so it's out of the way. So we can close that now, and now we can actually dock. So you can do this two ways. You can either click on here and dock, because that's the station we're going to go to, or you just click dock. And that is it. That is mission 1 of the Explorer done. Most people get tripped up in actually opening up this probe scanner. So if you can get the probe scanner out in somewhere where you can see it, it just makes it so much easier. Because when you move from system to system, this changes depending on what's in that system. So on my overview, you can see these ships here. So these are highlighted to let me know these are player ships, and they could potentially attack me. The fact that they're grey means they have no player standing at the moment, so that I haven't recorded them as dangerous or friendly, they're just neutral. And that's it, so we're docked up back at the station. Don't worry about this being down here, it's not a problem. You can see over here we have to start conversation. And then all you do is you just click complete mission. And that is mission 1 done. So yeah, congratulations on completing your career agent mission. It looks like AIR's career program is offering you an additional reward. I suggest that you open the interface and see what they've given us. So we just did that. So if we click here, any reward you're given, come up here, claim all, close it down, come down to here, and what you can do is you can actually hold shift, click all this, and then because these are an instant claim, so anything with this icon means as soon as you click it, it's already applied to your character. So for this is your money. So if we just go Redeemed a current station. Yes. We get the fat load of money come into our wallet. While we're here, I will actually just quickly explain what some of this stuff is, because why not? Now, what you might find is while you're in this area, you may get a GM message you. And they'll talk to you, they'll find out what you're doing, what your plans are, if you've played the game and whatnot. So if you ever get contacted by a GM, I haven't got one on this one, I've got one on my other character that I can show you. Just talk to them, chat to them, they're nice, they're generally nice guys, guys and girls. So just talk to them, you know, have a nice friendly conversation with them. And usually what they'll do is they'll give you a reward. So the Caldari Welcome Bundle. So we were given an afterburner, a micro warp drive, core probe launcher, data analyzer, shield extender, 2 miners. We got a nanofiber internal structure. We got 2 of them actually. A data analyzer, sorry, relic analyzer, 1 salvager. We got 2 scan range finding arrays. Survey scanner. We actually got a ship, which is the Venture, which is used for mining, and we got a skin for it as well, which is actually a pretty nice looking skin. So that's with the skin that they gave us, and then that's what it looks like without nice yellow bumblebee. So that was from the Game Master, the GM, so they just give you that for free as a help. At least this is what I've been given anyway. So yeah, if someone just randomly messages you, you'll get basically this flashing icon pop up here, and it'll be from the player name. It'll say GM in their title, so you know it's not a scammer. Yeah, if anyone asks for any money or for you to give them anything, please don't do that, because a GM will never ask for anything. They'll just give you something at the end of your conversation. Again, you can actually add them as a contact, and I can show you that on my other character when we get to that point. So if you ever have any questions, you can just message them directly, and if they're available and they can, they'll help you. But that's what most of that is. This other stuff is stuff I've actually earned on the other account as well, so we don't need to go for any of that at the moment. Anyway, back to our agent missions. We have done the first one. If you click request mission, it tells you basically mission 2, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be given a ship, so we're going to be given the Heron for this mission, and then we'll just have to follow that mission. Now, at this point, you don't actually have to accept it. You can just leave it here. So if you need to close for the day, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be finishing this video momentarily. So you can just leave it here. So if you run out of time or you need to go off and do something, you can just close it here. As long as you don't accept it, it will just stay there. So if you close it, over here on the right, you've got how many other players are in the same structure as you. The agents, offices you don't really need to worry about, but this is for corporations, or you can apply to them if you want to. And then hangars is just where your ships are stored. So, but if you go to agents, you can see that we have an offer. We've been offered a mission. So if you were to just double click him, it loads up that same page. So yeah, I am going to actually end the video here. I'm running out of space on my hard drive, so I need to get these videos uploaded to YouTube so I can start making some more. So this is a good place for me to stop. The next video, which will be video 5, part 5, we're going to grab this mission, we're going to get our herring, and we're going to go off and get some more money, and we'll get to keep this ship. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you liked or didn't like the video, please let me know in the comments below. If you could like and subscribe, again, it would mean the world to me, and obviously helps this channel out massively, because we are brand spanking new, so any support you can show is greatly appreciated. As I said, I'm running out of space, so I'm going to have to end this here. So we'll pick this up again on part 5, where we go through the rest of these agent missions for the Explorer, and have some more fun. If you have any questions, then please feel free to reach out to me in game or in the comments, and I'll do my best to to help you where I can. But until then, guys, you take care and fly safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.